Hi. Despite spending more than 2 hours, first standing and then sitting, the speech which Mr. Jaitley delivered and the budget which his ministry produced could not really lift the markets. I think he did a perfect job if you were to compare it with Mr. Chidambaram. But if you were to compare what the market expectations were, then I think it has fallen well short of that. Nevertheless, let's look at some of those final points of the budget which will go a long way in terms of building a robust capital market for the year 2015. The first point which we like about this budget is that fiscal deficit has been capped at 4.1. So that's a marvelous job. So this has two implications. The first implication is that inflation will not be that high because the government will borrow less, or not as high as compared to had it been a fiscal deficit of 4.5. The other thing which this low fiscal deficit will achieve is it will keep the rating agencies off the back of the government of India. I think they'll like this number. The second reason why we like this budget is that the FDI flows will now come into India. So far India has only received portfolio flows which are essentially volatile in nature. Now FDI will flow in both into the sectors of defense as well as the sector of insurance. So there the FDI will come in to the extent of 49%. The third reason for liking this budget is the availability of now REITs, real estate investment trusts. What this will do is this will allow the real estate companies to parcel their pieces of land and sell it to the retail sector as REITs. Because of the pass-through nature of taxation, these will have a ready market. This will allow the real estate companies to reduce their debt. Also, the banks which have lent very heavily to the real estate sector will now receive their money back to a certain extent. So this will ease the pressure on the banks per se, although this is addressed to the real estate sector. The fourth point is that this budget has allowed the banks to borrow funds for long-term capital, long-term investment in the infrastructure sector, and for this they've been allowed to borrow these funds with the least of the regulatory requirements. So therefore the regulatory requirements through which are applicable on other funds will not be applicable here, and therefore this will improve the profitability of these banks. So the best stock that we like here is IDFC. The last point why we like this is that it's very clear now that the FIIs who've been operating in the Indian capital markets by having their offices abroad will now have no hassles in terms of shifting office here, because there is very much clarity in terms of how they'll be taxed. So portfolio appreciations will only be taxed as capital gains and not as business income, which had kept all those FIs to be operating out of Hong Kong, Singapore or elsewhere. So India will not only get the FI inflows, it will also get the rent where these people stay, the offices and other ancillary services that Indians will give to them. Now let's come to the reason why what are the points that we don't like about this budget. The retrospective tax monkey still remains. That will continue to create some kind of flutter as far as the older investors are concerned. Also, when we talk about the FDI coming in the insurance, we shouldn't feel very great about it, because all the money has already come in by virtue of debt. It will only get converted. So it is not going to impact the overall scene of the country, but obviously the balance sheet of these companies will change, because debt will now get converted into equity, because a lot of money had been borrowed from their associates quite early in the form of debt. Coming to the point why it doesn't really fit into the image of Mr. Modi or what the investors were thinking, to that extent the budget has not really met those expectations. That we were thinking that there will be a game plan of improving the efficiency of the PSUs. There will also be a clear game plan of improving the efficiency of Coal India, trying to break it up into larger companies and all those associated things. So overall, the budget is just what will pass the muster. It is not something that will make you jump and invest tomorrow. I think the success of Mr. Jaitley's budget in terms of meeting the fiscal deficit and other parameters will be a function of to what extent rain gods are benign on India. So in case the rains are better than what markets have been fearing, I think Mr. Jaitley will meet his expectations. Otherwise, I think the 4.1% target will appear to be quite a tall, let's say, target in the longer run. But as far as investors are concerned, what options do we have in the, will the FIs continue to invest in India? Yes, they will. The environment for them has become better. Yes, it has become certainly better with clear-cut things that now no business income, only portfolio income will be treated as capital gains. And as far as investors are concerned, domestic investors are concerned, I think you will get an opportunity in the next 2-3 months to buy the stocks at lower levels. But that should be seen as the last opportunity, because then onwards, from here till about 7 months from now, the next budget of this government will come in, and that will be quite a cracker of a budget. Be prepared for those. So utilize the next 2-3 months in terms of building a robust portfolio of stocks chosen to play India for the next 3 years.